Welcome back, everybody, to the 30 Wrenches YouTube channel. What we're going to be doing today is installing some BD Diesel Performance stickers. No, I'm just kidding. It's going to be the BD Diesel Performance X-Flow intake elbow. The reason you might want to think about doing this, well, first of all, it's got sensor holes, unlike the stock intake. You're going to be able to read a lot more data coming from the air you're pushing and pulling through your intake. If you compare the stock shape of what you have in your 5.9 Cummins, it goes up, it's really sharp, the cuts are really sharp. This is smooth. The X-Flow design, it's wider, everything just moves air in a lot smoother way. The plenum is going to be bigger. Everything's just, it's a huge improvement over stock. The hardware, stainless steel, looks very, there's nothing wrong with it. It's basic stainless steel, but you can tell it looks quality. It comes, if you're not running any sensors with your setup, your build, whatever, it's got the block off plugs, so you can close those off. I would recommend coupling this install if you're going to be doing a grid heater delete. Might as well do it at the same time. You're already going to have the parts off. I'm not going to do that here. Again, I'm in Northern Virginia right now. It's still a little chilly outside. Later on in the springtime, once the temperature is steadily above 60-ish degrees, then I'm going to go ahead and do that. Other than that, it's going to be a pretty, hopefully, straightforward install video today. I look forward to being able to answer any of your guys' questions. Also, side note, with everything going on in the world right now, I hope everyone's doing all right. Taking care of your family, staying indoors, staying out of public places. This coronavirus stuff is no joke, and my family and I have been praying for anyone we know or anyone who's suffering right now. Italy's getting hit hard, so really extend your prayers out to them and those families and the people being affected by this. It's awful. Yeah, bad times we're living in right now. 2020 has just been something so far. But back to the point of this video. Yeah, so we're going to get right to this today. It should be pretty straightforward. We'll go over a couple of notes along the way, and yeah, hope you guys like the video. Enjoy, like, subscribe, do your thing, and really help us be able to support the channel so I can keep making great videos like this. Appreciate you guys' time, and let's get to it. Alright guys, starting off with the removal of the stock intake horn, we're going to need just a basic setup of wrenches. I'll leave what I use in the description. Pretty much just a combo of 10mm wrenches, sockets. If you got the ratcheted ones, those seem to work pretty good. 11mm little extension for a ratchet or impact driver. Again, I got a 10mm socket on it. And then 3/8" drive, ratchet. That's pretty much it. You can mix it up however you most feel comfortable. It's pretty much, removal's kind of personal preference, but that's what I'm using. Alright, really quick, I just want to go over the hardware pack that comes in the BD Diesel kit. Good quick note first is you're going to want to have some thread locker for the bottom of the bolts. That I recommend using a high temp. With the studs, you're going to have a shorter end with less threads, and you're going to have a longer end with more threads. The longer end goes face down in both the long and the short studs. You're also going to have 2 acorn nuts, 2 washers, 2 more bolts, and the gasket, along with the NPT plugs that you're going to put in if you're not running any sensors. Going forward, this is what we're going to be replacing. As you can see, what I was talking about earlier, kind of has sharp cuts in it. Definitely not the best for airflow. What we're going to be having to remove for this is right here, right back here. You see it right there? The oil dipstick attachment. There's 1, 2, and then on the back side 2 more, like a square. Bolts there. This wiring harness, the stud that comes in here, we're actually going to be keeping and reusing, but we'll get to that in a little while. And that's what you're going to want to start off doing. So remove all 4 of those bolts, this bolt, the sleeve here, and that'll get you pretty much started. Alright, so after you pull the stock intake horn off, you're gonna see right here over the grid heater, there's a gasket. You're gonna need to gently and carefully pull that off so that no debris falls into your grid heater, into the intake. And then once that gasket is removed, very carefully, just discard it. And then you see all this, I don't know if you can see it, it's like leftover gasket. You want to gently and carefully clean that off, again with like outward motions, so you don't get none of that inside of your intake. I would recommend using like a plastic scraper tool, again going away from the intake hole. It's not a bad idea if you want to go ahead and cover it with a rag after you're done cleaning the mating surface, you know, with the leftover gasket. Just better ensure nothing goes in there while you're working on other things. Another helpful thing to do might be to fully take off that collar and just install it, you know, get it all seated off the truck. It'll give you less of a hassle, and that's what I find the easiest way to do it, is just to fully take it off the truck and be able to have more room to work on it. With the setup we're running, we are not going to have the sensors, so we're going to go ahead and put the MPT block off plugs in. You ain't got to make these things crazy tight. You'll feel when it's tight enough. After you install your sensor plugs, after you put your collar on, you're gonna also have to reuse this stud for the wiring harness. It's gonna go right into there. You might have to hit this with some PB Blaster, liquid wrench, whatever you want to call it. It's gonna be a 10mm. You're gonna want to remove this and seat the stud onto your new intake horn. Alright guys, again, long side of the threads are gonna go down. I put my thread locker on, insert it in, get it started. And then we are going to go ahead and put our intake horn on to be able to get it down to final torque. Alright, so after you install the wiring harness stud, which is right back there, you can go ahead, seat the wiring harness on, reattach your boot, have the studs in place with the gasket and the BD intake horn seated. Then you can go ahead with the top studs, put your washer down, your acorn nut, and then on the other side, for the lower two, you're going to take these and put them one on each side on the bottom ones. Something that might be helpful when accessing the lower bolt on the back side: disconnect the wiring harness that goes right down there. Okay, it looks like that. Another thing is to take your fuel line, where your fuel pressure relief valve is, go ahead and loosen that so that you can move the fuel line out of the way, and then you'll actually be able to get a wrench back there. Alright, so pretty much after that, it's tightening everything down one last time, reconnecting your harnesses, making sure your dipstick's back where it needs to go, and that's it. Look how much better that looks. Not to mention the performance gains from it, so definitely a worthwhile upgrade. I hope this video helped you guys out, and let me know if you have any questions.